Hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. This is your girl Adriana DC. So tonight's video, I am going to be making a comparison to two of some of the most vacation in a bottle proclaimed fragrances on in the fragrance industry or on YouTube. You guys are probably wondering what two fragrances I'm talking about. I'm going to be comparing the ever so popular EAU Blanc by Tom Ford and EDEN-ROC by Christian Dior. Now, both of these fragrances have been referred to as vacation in a bottle, you guys. And I recently got my nose on EDEN-ROC and I wanted to do a comparison for you guys to let you guys know how I feel about these scents. I do find these fragrances are quite similar, which is why I just think that maybe I should compare the two of them and let you guys know, which is better, which is, which one you guys should get if you guys are contemplating, if you guys have not gotten your hands on this one, because, this one has been a summer vacation staple in everybody's collection. But this one here is a fairly new release from Christian Dior, and it's not that very well talked about, and it doesn't seem as if it has been that much well received. However, I do think that there are some things to be said about this fragrance, especially considering the fact that it does resemble EAU Blanc. So I wanted to compare the two of them for you guys. So we're gonna go through, the scent profile, the price, the longevity, projection, and of course, I'm gonna let you guys know which one is my favorite, because I would have to agree, you guys, that these two fragrances do smell quite similar. And I'm going to let you guys know whether or not this fragrance is definitely worthy of the title Vacation in a Bottle, because, this one has already earned that title. So if you guys are interested in hearing my thoughts on the comparison between these two fragrances, then by all means, keep on watching. If you guys are new here, please don't forget to hit that subscribe button. Make sure to hit that notification bell so that way you will be notified every single time I upload. And for those of you who are my returning subscribers, thank you guys for supporting me. I truly appreciate your support. So let's just get right into it. So EAU Blanc, like I said to you guys, this is a staple, okay? When you talk about Tom Ford, you got to hear about EAU Blanc. Of course, this is the Eau de Toilette. There is the Soleil Blanc, which is the Eau de Parfum, which I'm hearing the scent profile does not drastically differ from this one. This one is just a bit more citrusy and sharper, and the Eau de Parfum is just a little bit more creamier, in my opinion. And from what I recall, when I smelled the two of them, let's just say if you have this, you don't need the other parfum. If you have the other parfum, you don't need this one. So yeah, that's how I feel about these fragrances, okay? Because when I smelled the Eau de Parfum, I was underwhelmed, but underwhelmed because I had already smelled this. I was expecting something different, but there is no difference in my opinion. So yeah, that's just my take. But anyways, let's just get into the notes of Eau de Blanc. Not that you guys don't already know, but I'm just going to let you guys, give you guys a full breakdown of the note profile and see how it compares to EDEN-ROC. So Eau de Blanc has in top notes a bitter orange, neroli, citron, bergamot, pistachio, petitgrain, cardamom, pink pepper and caraway, middle notes of tuberose, Tunisian orange blossom, ylang ylang, jasmine, galbanum, base notes of coconut, vanilla, tonka bean, amber, and benzoin. And I'm going to spray this one over here. Okay. And what did I get from this perfume? Oh my God. This is a citrusy, lemony, neroli with a slight essence of coconut. A citrusy, lemony, neroli with a slight essence of coconut smelling fragrance. It definitely gives you tropical vibes. It gives you holiday vibes. It for sure. It gives you slight suntan lotion vibes, okay? It just smells like vacation. The neroli in here is extremely strong, but it's beautiful. I love it with this fragrance. I love the combination of the neroli with the lemons in here, okay? The neroli and the lemon and that coconut essence in here. So it's a different coconut. It's a fresh, light coconut water, okay? All the other coconuts, it gives you coconut milk, like coconut milk, like a sweet coconut, a juicy coconut, or a jelly coconut, a coconut mixed with a lot of florals. This is a light, aquatic, watery, fresh coconut, like a really fresh coconut water essence. Mixed with that suntan in a rollie. It smells like you're walking in flip-flops, you know, you just came off a yacht, pretty much. This fragrance smells like you're walking in flip-flops with a broad hat. You know, you're on the waterfront at the bayfront after you just come off the yacht, and you're just like sightseeing and viewing all of the boutiques and stores right in front of the pier that you just came off of that, you know, expensive yacht. That's pretty much what this fragrance smells like. This perfume, it gives you rich tourist holiday vacation vibes, you guys. That's what I get from this perfume. Literally, it smells like you know, like you're literally tourist for a day in, you know, a high-end play area, or you know, some very like expensive exquisite island or resort. That's what this fragrance gives you, literally, like every time you smell it. Okay, and that's the vibe that I get from this perfume. Now let's just get on to EDEN-ROC, and I'm gonna give you guys the scent profile and how it compares to Eau de Soleil Blanc. Now, EDEN-ROC, it has in notes of sea salt, citruses, and mineral notes. Middle notes are jasmine, mastic or lentisk, and coconut, and base notes are pine tree and labdanum. So let's just see how they really compare to each other. Okay, there's some. So let me just tell you guys how EDEN-ROC smells. Now, you'd think because of the sea salt in the opening that you get this very prominent salty essence. Instead, what I'm getting is a citrusy, salty, sweet, a little bit powdery vibe. That's what I'm getting in the opening. There is something in this fragrance that's coming off really like surprisingly sweet. Okay, obviously you have the mineral notes. You definitely get the mineral notes vibe in here. There's a mineral notes vibe, such as so to speak. You definitely pick up the labdanum. That's what it is. The labdanum. The labdanum is quite strong in EDEN-ROC. I don't know what it is about this perfume. It comes off sweet yet salty. It gives you vacation vibes, or should I say a holiday, a tropical holiday feel to this perfume. But the labdanum comes through, and then the mineral note kind of, you know, kind of stands out in this fragrance. It definitely smells aquatic. It is airy. It is citrusy. But there's a sweetness in here so that you're just not expecting in this perfume. But unlike Tom Ford Eau de Soleil Blanc, the lemon essence is not, there's not a lemon. Instead, you're getting the citruses. So I'm guessing that's why you're getting more sweetness as opposed to lemons. Now, these two fragrances do have somewhat of a similar vibe. But what kind of like sets them apart is that very prominent note of neroli mixed with the zesty lemon essence in this perfume. So the bergamot in here so is very like zesty and sharp and citrusy, combining with the neroli. Very strong, very prominent, very invigorating, and thoroughly enjoying in my opinion. Okay, there is a part in this fragrance, in both of these fragrances, that these two perfumes, they have like the same essence to it, like the dry down. The dry down of these two fragrances, it goes through the same phase in my opinion. Okay, so yeah, like I said to you, there is something in here that gives these fragrances like very similar characteristics. While they do smell quite similar, I want to say this one just has that neroli, the aromatic neroli mixed with the bergamot in here, so, and the coconut in here, so it's a little bit more. It's a lot, of course, it's a lot more prominent than, of course, in EDEN-ROC. In EDEN-ROC, you're not really getting a lot of the coconut. You're getting the dry down phase of the coconut. So with this one here, you're getting the full, you know, dose of coconut. But this one, you're getting like a dash, like the slight coconut essence in it, in my opinion. Okay. Now, when it comes to longevity, you guys, I will say to you, even though EDEN-ROC has gotten a lot of, like hate or whatever, EDEN-ROC lasts longer than Eau de Soleil Blanc, you guys. Like, it definitely does. I want to say Eau de Soleil Blanc, it is fresher and airier, and it is not as sweet as EDEN-ROC, which is something that's quite surprising. I wasn't expecting this perfume to have a sweetness to it, but I really, really like it. It kind of like adds something interesting to the fragrance. Okay. It definitely smells expensive, but it has a lot more of that aquatic, kind of like marine base, kind of mineral notes essence in it. That's what you're getting. So you're getting like the sea, but you're getting like mineral notes, like the essence of like, sea life, so to speak, in this perfume. That's what you're getting in this fragrance, okay? Mixed with like a skin-like essence to it. It definitely smells like vacation. It smells like summer. It smells like holiday. It smells like you're in the water. It smells like you're on a beach. It smells like you're really, like you've been soaking in the sea like all day. That's pretty much what EDEN-ROC smells like. While Eau de Soleil Blanc gives you more expensive resort type of vibe, like expensive resort, flip-flop, broad hat wearing kind of vibe. So which one do I like more? I love the both of them, okay? For some strange reason, I like this one a little bit more. There is a sweetness to this fragrance that makes this fragrance just like, it just makes it a lot more likable than this one. The neroli in here is quite harsh and quite sharp. However, this is a little bit more interesting than EDEN-ROC. The neroli mixing with the bergamot, and I think there's some pistachio in the coconut in here, so, and the florals. It makes it smells a little bit more interesting in my opinion, but it is drier and sharper and citrusy and less sweet and quite fresher and airier than EDEN-ROC. Which one do I think is more worthy of that title, Vacation in a Bottle? This is hard. It is hard, you guys, for me to judge. I want to say, like, yeah, this one. Okay, so this one here, so is a dressy. That's what it is. This is dressier. A lot of people describe this one as a lot more like upscale, high end. A lot of people, refer to this fragrance as like, a well-kept, expensive, overly bougie, but somebody with actual money, not just bougie. Like, one of those like it girls, like, the kind of way. That's a vibe that aura this fragrance gives. And I want to say there is an essence to this perfume. This is a lot more dressier. It's a dressed up vibe. It's a much more, this is a white linen Ray-Ban wearing, boat shoes, Mexican looking guy type of vibe. Not just the women, but like those Mexican guys, like when you look at them on any day of the week, they look like Miami, they look like California Heights, they just look like every day is a holiday because we making so much money, we don't actually gotta sweat it and we gotta walk. We just could wear some Ray-Bans, a nice neat ponytail, and some linen white shirts and white bottoms with some boat shoes. That's the vibe of this perfume, in my opinion, you guys. This is a lot more dressier and expensive and high-end, kind of like vacation vibes. Whereas this one is more laid back, flip-flop wearing, expensive, unbothered. I'm on vacation at the most expensive resort type of vibe. And that's my take on these two fragrances. Now, let me just talk about price point for you guys for a minute. Now, this is a 100 ml Eau de Toilette. And I want to say, I bought this on a discount website for £100. I think it was £100. You can get it on different websites for between 100 to 130 pounds for the Eau de Toilette, okay? I want to say the official price of it is 130 pounds on Tom Ford websites, on official websites, so to speak. So that's the 100 ml. Whereas this is 125 bill for 220 pounds. Now, I would say, I don't know, something about, I prefer Dior prices when it comes to fragrances. Now, how I work out, how I feel about the price of these two fragrances or these two brands. So for argument's sake, if we are talking about Eau de Soleil Blanc, I would say 130 divided by 100 mils, you are paying £1.30 per mil for this Tom Ford fragrance. And for the EDEN-ROC, you're actually paying £1.76 for the 125 mils. Now, that may come off as a little bit more expensive because, again, this is the Eau de Toilette, and you can most definitely get this at a cheaper price depending on the website or on a good day on a sale. But I feel like this one has a slight bit more versatility to it, in my opinion, because it, you know, it's a lot more dressier. Whereas this one, I would only like holiday, like just when you're on holiday, that's what comes to mind. But this one actually smells like something that you can dress up and wear, in my opinion. So for me, which one do I think is worth the, you know, the price tag? I feel like both of them are quite decent, because if we were talking about the Eau de Parfum of, you know, Tom Ford, the Soleil Blanc, I would be like, I don't know about that. Okay. Which is why I think perhaps it's an unfair advantage comparing the EDP for EDEN-ROC Dior to the Eau de Toilette. However, we all know that Tom Ford can be a bit expensive. So I personally feel like this one overall would always be a better buy. But I do think these two fragrances are absolutely beautiful fragrances, two beautiful offerings. Definitely both worthy of that title, Vacation in a Bottle. This fragrance actually surprised me. There is something special about this fragrance. And contrary to what people say about this scent, this actually lasts on my skin like really long. Surprisingly, you guys. So I'm very, very happy about that. This one does have a bit of a decent longevity. I want to say, well, for what it is, you get like 3 to 4 hours. If you, you know, douse yourself in it, I think this will stick around like 3-4 hours tops. You know, you will get it. I definitely smell this on my skin for at least 3 hours, I want to say. Okay, but yeah, both of these fragrances are definitely worthy of the title, Vacation in a Bottle. Two beautiful fragrances that these are definitely going to be a part of my summer line. I just wanted to review the two of these fragrances for you guys, because I felt like this fragrance, it gets a lot of hate, but it smells so much like EDEN-ROC, in my opinion. It gives you the same vibe, in my opinion, not that drastically different. So I'm thinking if you guys like this one, you definitely will love this one, especially considering that this one lasts a lot longer than this one. So yeah, that's my thoughts on these two fragrances. I do hope you guys found value in this review. If in fact you did, please do give me a big thumbs up. Let me know in the comment section how you guys are feeling about EDEN-ROC. Now, I shied away from getting this perfume because of how the views of it. But when I when I first smelled this perfume, I was like, oh my God, it smells so good. But I am an island girl. You guys do know that. So Vacation and a Holiday in a Bottle is my middle name. And if y'all say this smell like holiday and vacation, I'm here for it. So I had to get my hands on it. So there you have it. These are my thoughts. Once again, if you guys enjoyed this little comparison, please give me a big thumbs up. If you guys are new here, please don't forget to hit that subscribe button. Make sure to hit that notification bell so that way you will be notified every single time I upload. And for those of you who are my returning subscribers, thank you guys for supporting me. I truly appreciate your support. And until next time, see you guys in my next video. Bye.